People call you deep, thoughtful, observant, emotionally intelligent, but psychology tells a quieter truth. You didn't become deep because life inspired you. You became alert because life wasn't safe. That difference matters more than it sounds. Because depth comes from curiosity. Alertness comes from survival, and your nervous system knows the difference. Somewhere early in life, your brain learned a silent rule: pay attention, or something goes wrong. So you started noticing everything. The pause before someone answers. The shift in tone lasts half a second. The moment the energy in a room changes, other people miss it. You don't. Not because you're gifted, not because you're intuitive, but because your system learned that missing small signals had consequences. Psychology calls this hypervigilance, not anxiety, not overthinking, preparation. Your mind stays slightly ahead of the moment, scanning, reading, predicting, even when nothing is obviously wrong. That's why people say you're deep, because you see layers, because you sense undercurrents, because you understand things without being told. But they don't see the cost. They don't feel the constant background tension. They don't feel how hard it is to fully relax. They don't feel how calm never quite feels permanent. Silence doesn't feel peaceful. It feels temporary. So part of you stays on, always. You also became skilled at managing emotions, not just yours, other people's. You adjust your words. You soften situations. You anticipate reactions before they happen. Psychology links this to early emotional responsibility. When stability depended on you noticing first, responding first, holding things together. So now, as an adult, your awareness doesn't switch off in relationships. You don't just connect, you monitor. You don't just listen, you track. And that kind of awareness is quietly exhausting. From the outside, you look calm, composed, in control. Inside, your nervous system is working overtime, because alertness isn't curiosity, it's control. It's the brain saying, if I stay aware, nothing will catch me off guard. And the truth is, it worked. It kept you safe. It prevented chaos. It helped you survive. But survival strategies aren't meant to last forever. Here's what psychology doesn't romanticize. The more alert you are, the harder it becomes to feel present. Moments happen, but part of you is already scanning the next one. Conversations unfold, but part of you is reading between lines instead of resting inside them. You're not distant because you don't care. You're distant because you're still watching, and people mistake that for depth. But depth is something else. Depth explores. Alertness protects. Depth is slow. Alertness is fast. Depth lives inside experience. Alertness stands just outside it. Ready. You didn't become deep. You became alert because once, that was the smartest thing your brain could do. And maybe the next phase of your life isn't about seeing more, analyzing more, or understanding deeper. Maybe it's about teaching your nervous system something new, that it doesn't have to stay ahead, that it doesn't have to watch so closely, that safety doesn't always require vigilance, because awareness built for survival is powerful. But peace begins when alertness finally learns it can stand down.